A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development for U.S. trade policy, the Trump administration is pressing forward with negotiations with international trading partners, despite a recent ruling from a U.S. appeals court declaring many of President Donald Trump's tariffs as illegal. U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer addressed the ongoing situation during an interview on Fox News' Fox and Friends program, emphasizing that trading partners are still actively engaging in discussions. People are moving forward with their deals, regardless of what this court may say in the interim, Greer stated. This assertion comes on the heels of a 7-4 decision from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit, which indicated that while Congress granted the president considerable authority to act in response to national emergencies, it did not explicitly empower him to impose tariffs or duties. The ruling specifically questioned the legality of Trump's reciprocal tariffs introduced in April, as well as those imposed on China, Canada, and Mexico earlier this year. However, it is crucial to note that the ruling does not affect tariffs imposed under other legal frameworks. President Trump has expressed his dissatisfaction with the court's decision, vowing to escalate the matter to the U.S. Supreme Court. In a social media post, he declared, "A big year ahead for the USA, maybe the best ever, if the tariffs are finally approved by the courts." Despite the legal challenges, trade experts suggest that the Trump administration was prepared for this ruling and has alternative strategies in place to continue imposing tariffs. Josh Lipsky, chair of international economics at the Atlantic Council, noted that if other countries anticipate relief from tariffs, they might be in for an unpleasant surprise. Lipsky highlighted that there are backup options available, even if the Supreme Court ultimately agrees with the appeals court. One potential avenue for the administration could be Section 338 of a 1930 trade law, which permits the president to impose duties of up to 50% on imports from countries found to discriminate against U.S. commerce. The implications of these tariffs have been significant, as they have served as a cornerstone of Trump's foreign policy since he began his second term in office. The tariffs have been used not only to exert political pressure, but also to renegotiate trade agreements, despite contributing to increased volatility in financial markets. As the situation unfolds, White House trade advisor Peter Navarro expressed optimism that the conservative-dominated Supreme Court would ultimately support Trump's tariffs. Meanwhile, Republican U.S. Senator James Lankford voiced concerns about the uncertainty surrounding the issue, stating that businesses are eager for a resolution. "Every time there's a new court hearing, every time there's a new change, it's destabilizing for every one of our businesses. So let's get all these things resolved as quickly as we possibly can," Lankford told NBC News Meet the Press. As the administration navigates through this legal quagmire, the future of U.S. trade policy remains in a precarious balance, with potential ramifications for the economy and international relations. As the Labor Day holiday approaches, President Trump is expected to continue his advocacy for the tariffs, reinforcing his stance that they are essential for the nation's economic prosperity. With the Supreme Court's decision looming, the administration's next steps will be closely monitored by both domestic and international observers, as the outcome could reshape the landscape of U.S. trade relations for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.